Hello and welcome to the latest episode of Millennial Money. Right, I am back after Lauren's been moonlighting with another presenter. She's
Replaced you.
She replaced me. I'm now allowed back in the room. Things have changed. You're going to see we're much more modern. We've got a green screen. We've got a lovely background, which we're going to change in a moment. We're going to talk about this week. What are we doing this week, Lauren?
We're talking about money saving tips for a holiday.
If Lauren's voice holds up, that is.
Yeah.
So, money saving tips for your holiday. Data roaming.
Yeah, so data roaming, as you'll know, when you go on holiday, as soon as you land on the ground on the plane, you think, oh my gosh, I need to put my phone into aeroplane mode so that I don't get charged data roaming charges. So data roaming charges are the charges if you're abroad when your phone connects to another network. So when you connect to another network, you get charged a bit more money. So what people tend to advise is you turn off data roaming when you land and go to a different country. So the best tip is to avoid data roaming charges by turning them off. So as soon as you land, go into the settings of your mobile phone, it's under mobile data, and then turn off data roaming. So it'll turn off the internet. It means you can still use your mobile phone for calls and texts, but it means you won't be able to get on the internet. So then when you get to wherever you're going, the villa, hotel, wherever, go onto the Wi-Fi and try to use that for the rest of the holiday.
So one thing I'll just add to that actually, now holidaying outside of the EU has been quite popular given the fact that the pound has collapsed. There's a lot of people probably doing all-inclusives in Turkey. Now, Turkey isn't in the European Union, so if you think that you're going to be covered under the rules of the bundles of your minutes are going to be covered in the European Union, they will be, but Turkey's not in the European Union. So you need to make sure what the rules are from your provider. For example, 3 do allow you to use your data bundles still in Turkey. And of course, if you are staying inside the European Union, you're okay. You won't be charged anything. Well, that's as long as we stay in the European Union, of course. Now, on to the next one. But before we do, Lauren, can we change the background?
Yeah, I fancy a beach. What do you think?
I think beach.
Beach.
Right. How to get cheap travel insurance. Cheap travel insurance, shop around is the message here. But also, if you have particular medical conditions, or you're over 50 or you're over 65, there are specialist insurers you can use to get a better deal. If, like me, you suffer from a particular condition, then it costs me a fortune to get travel insurance. There are specialists out there. We have got an article on the website that can give you more information. What's the article called, Lauren?
So it's how to save on your travel insurance if you have a pre-existing medical condition. And I will put the link to that in our description on this YouTube video below. So another tip for saving on your holiday is saving on airport parking, because a lot of you don't realise when it comes to the excitement of the holiday, you go to park your car and then you get stung with a really expensive bill. So a few tips for saving money on your car parking is stay the night before you go on holiday in a hotel at the airport, because a lot of hotels actually give you free parking for the duration of your holiday. So when you come back, you literally just pick up your car from the hotel and you've saved a lot of money on the airport car parking. You may have obviously had to pay for the overnight stay in the hotel, but that's a lot nicer, and then you avoid the stress the next day of trying to get to the airport. Also, there's a website called justpark.com. I'll put a link to that below the YouTube video. That's where you can go and park on random people's driveways. They actually rent out their driveway for you for your holiday, and some of them even throw in a free trip to the airport.
I like that. I also like the tip about the hotel, because I've done that one, hotel to get the free parking. You do sometimes end up parking off-site though, so you end up being a bit of a bus journey away or coach trip, but this coach is normally laid on. Next tip, if you are hiring a car, then organise that before you go, because it'll get a better deal, it'll be cheaper, but more importantly, organise the waiver insurance. So when you go over there, what will happen, you'll go to the desk, they'll try and flog you insurance to cover you in case you dent the car or something goes wrong. It's expensive, it's poor value for money. In fact, you can buy cheap policies over here that will cover you, and you can tell the salesman to leave you alone when you go over to the desk. You don't need it. It will save you a lot of money. So if you want to find out more, go to icarhireinsurance.com.
Yeah, in fact, I actually did that this year in February, and I was going to end up paying a couple of £100 for hiring a car in America, and it ended up only paying £17. So I saved an unbelievable amount of money, so definitely check that out. Finally, a great tip for spending money on holiday. So what's the best way for you to take money away on holiday? I would definitely recommend getting out a Revolut card. A Revolut card is a prepaid card, which means that you can spend on holiday as you would with your normal debit card, but you don't get charged any transaction fees. And you also don't get charged to take out any money up to the value of £200 per month. So it's absolutely amazing. You go out there, can spend as normal, and you don't get charged any transactional fees. You don't have to worry about carrying cash or anything like that around with you. And there's a few other cards as well, such as Starling Bank and Monzo, but we've done a whole article on that, so I'll also put that in the description below, so go and check that out.
Yeah, so check out the reviews of all those things. Lauren is our resident expert, having flown around the world a countless number of times in her previous job. So as I say, go and look at those. That is it for this week. I'm glad to be back on the show. I hope to be back next week if Lauren will let me. If you want to stay in touch or ask questions, how do they do that, Lauren?
Follow us on our social media channels, on our Facebook, Money to the Masses, our Instagram at Money to the Masses, and our Twitter at Money to the Masses with the number 2. And any questions, send me an email, lauren@moneytothemasses.com.